Welcome back to Terminator Salvation. Still
AKA
very
Nothing
excited.
Matters the game. Like, okay, let's actually do a checklist.
Well, that's
What?
the movie, Jova.
Well, here's the thing. Nothing matters. Okay, even before Terminator Dark Fate came about, nothing in this game really matters. Like, let's think about it.
Anyway, this game blows up.
I mean, okay, so far this game has contradicted pretty much every Terminator movie that currently existed at the time, even the one it's adapting, quote unquote.
Well, it's a prequel, remember?
Underground.
Video game underground.
Basically, we are now using the LA subway system in order to try to pass in more stealthily.
Was this game a multiplat by the way? I'm guessing.
Yes,
It was probably.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe this is the Xbox 360 underground. Basic. Well, actually, cutscene maybe.
Yeah, because basically the characters are now noticing that.
Stop. Wait a second.
Hold on. The place
What?
seems to be. Doesn't seem to be deserted.
This doesn't look like resistance work.
Because there are
Someone has to be here.
machines!
So the machines have got. Wait a minute. I thought we established in Terminator 1 that they're not very smart.
Why they built it.
Well, maybe we're not machines.
Wait, hold on. But didn't we establish in Terminator 2 and 3 that they can be pretty damn smart?
Well, that's the. Well, where do you? Well, that's the thing. By very smart, I mean they don't use super complicated gadgets and shit like that. Remember, that's why Kyle Reese specifically said, and I quote, "But they're not very smart. John taught us how to trick them and shit." Remember, like when they're in the car in the first movie.
True.
Hiding from it.
I guess I'm talking more so about the T-1000 and the TX.
Well, that's the thing. I don't really care much for the TX
But
and
whatever,
and
guys,
T1000.
you're banging your head for nothing. It's not the machines.
Okay, so it's wait. You're telling me that there's evil humans who are signing with the machines?
No.
Just wait for a
You
second.
know,
and
now
see.
that I
Come
think
on.
about it, that could actually be an interesting concept
No,
for the
Joe, but
Terminator
that
franchise.
just doesn't fly because Skynet doesn't really. Is not even the type that strike alliances. He would just kill them, harvest them and kill them immediately because
Wasn't
he doesn't need them.
Wasn't there
Nah,
that?
the closest
Jova,
we got to
this
that
is-
is about
this is-
Smith, and even then it wasn't.
Jova, this is not like in Superman vs. the Terminator, where for some reason
I
in
was
the
about to
future,
quote that.
in the future there happens to be tribes of cannibals that are working against the resistance.
I was
Because
actually about
that's what happens.
I was actually about to bring that up. Go figure. Superman versus the Terminator. What a fun little crazy crossover that was.
Oh, someone's here.
This looks like the hobo shelter from Indigo Prophecy.
Kinda.
Oh, it is! It is! The fucking really?
Holy
There's a
cow.
train! There's even the train! What the fuck?
What? Oh, right,
Cut
yeah.
yourself?
Yeah, basically they want to see if he
To prove
bleeds.
that
Crawling in my skin.
skin. These
Even though we
wounds,
later-
they will not heal.
Even though John Connor already established that the T-800 is part cyborg, and oh god, who even cares at this point?
Well, remember, at this point the Tianer has not been invented yet.
Well, yeah, but John himself has already told them, remember? So, oh, conveniently he only told the group of people with him.
We're on a mission to rescue
Anyway, these are people that took taken refuge under the subway, but are detached from the resistance.
The three of you are going to infiltrate Eagle Rock when the whole resistance just got their asses handed to them.
The whole resistance? Dang, the whole resistance is dead, y'all.
What you're really up to.
wow, so yeah, right. So what's Jova? Remember the text at the end of the Mega Drive Terminator game? John Connor did it single-handed. Fuck all the other.
We'll give you
soldiers.
food and water,
Huh.
plus whatever other.
Yeah, and apparently this guy has changed his mind already. He's now happy to comply.
He didn't even cut
Well,
himself
actually,
yet.
I think it was the beginning of the game actually, but it was in it. It was in the game. So.
But
You see-
basically, it's like, oh, we haven't been attacked in years, so if I discover by the machines that followed you, I'm gonna kill you. Guess what happens, Jova?
The machines follow them.
Yeah, no, okay. Guess how long it takes.
10
then it-
minutes.
Just holler.
Actually, less than 10 minutes.
You'll see. Basically, for now, we have to talk with a guy, a tech guy that is serving this guy here.
You see,
Anyway.
it all started in a facility
This
with the
is-
chroma. Oh wait,
This is the closest that you get to a sort of safe zone where you can go around and hear NPC talks. This
Can
is
you kill any
basically-
of them?
No. Dweebs, come on.
So are we gonna have
But these
Are we gonna-
these people are traitors. I mean, they're not even good in combat anyway.
Dweebs, we're
That guy-
offering John's food and water and supplies. Come
One
on.
of them's gonna betray him. I can tell you now.
No, Dweebs.
Let me guess, Ribs.
Are
You're
we-
just let me guess, Ribs. You're just mad because in the year 2018 they didn't share their beer with you.
No, I was mad because he didn't share their cider with me.
Are we gonna have an awkward sex scene for no reason?
No.
Again,
There you
though,
go. This is Barnes. If you remember him, he's also in the movie.
Barnes.
So basically, this is a
oh,
sort
was
of...
he played by Common in that?
Yeah.
it's a rare case where the black guy will not
voiced
die
by,
in this
he's also
game.
voiced by him here. Basically, this is their origin story, how John Connor met him.
Wow,
Yes,
so
we
riveting.
totally-
With
We totally
of
need
all
this.
the plot threads in the Terminator franchise, this is the thing that needs to be expanded upon.
Oh no, of course.
You found Barnes. Don't you feel so
Yay.
accomplished by that?
Wow, who the fuck is Barnes?
Exactly.
The black guy.
Yeah,
I don't even remember. Honestly,
Yeah,
Paul-
Dwebs. Yeah, Dwebs. How dare you? You just forget.
There we
you
go.
black, so you forget him.
They found
Racist.
us, Joe. Way less than 10 minutes. But Warren is like, oh, I should kill you right now, like I said. But instead, I'll just go let you, go and kill the machines.
What would killing
Besides,
him
yeah,
have
if I
even
wanted-
done anyway?
Besides, Pedro, if I want to watch Common in an action movie, I'd watch John Wick 2.
So
know-
let me guess,
you know-
the bums are about to get killed while the machines are trying to get to us.
You know, you're just like the guys who made the Ghostbusters video games from the 90s.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Basically, Jova, the machines are arriving. So Barnes had prepared all the stuff that was present, we saw, as a sort of a barricade, a last defensive minute. We need to hold the fort until he has secured all the charges. And at that point, he will detonate them, blocking the passage for the machines. Basically.
Sounds simple, but these
Here's how
things
we gonna
rarely
do
ever
this.
go according to
You
plan,
keep
so
the
how they
robots
gonna
off
botch
of
it
me
up?
While I set the charges. On my signal, we run like hell. You got it?
Did you just call them robots?
They're robots, right? What else should I call them?
Fine, no problem.
What?
Like I said, I think one of them is a traitor.
Pedro,
why
what
is that
should we call them
conversation-
instead of robots?
No, I'm sorry.
Since that's so
Why was
important.
that conversation necessary? I don't get it.
I mean,
Me
yeah,
neither.
I mean, seriously.
Was there ever a point in the Terminator franchise where the fandom was like, oh, you should call the T-800 robots?
No.
I mean,
wasn't.
sure, they're robots. What's wrong with calling them robots, Angie?
No. What I try to understand, Joe,
John Connor is a human. Newsflash. Like,
well, Pedro, according to Terminator Genesis, not anymore,
Yeah, he's dead now anyway.
I know,
Besides,
and he's
Genesis has
been
been
rebooted. Yeah, exactly. Now, what I'm trying to understand is that if this was a sort of a joke connected to, for example, the fandom or something like that.
I
I
mean,
honestly have no idea what the fuck was that.
I mean, honestly, as a Terminator fan, I've heard plenty of Terminator fans call them robots anyway, so I
Anyway,
don't see why that was a
ba-
point of contention.
Basically, this is another horde round. Thankfully, you have several turrets that you can use. Again, despite the limited...
Well, actually, I just figured it out, but go ahead and finish.
Basically, despite the fact that you have limited ammos for the turret, they should be enough for you to repel the horde. And it's actually not that bad. Again, tied to the fact that it's just the same tired enemy types. But anyway, go on, Pedro.
Okay, it's weird that they would go to that, but the only thing I can think of is that one moment in Terminator 1 where somebody goes, a machine? You mean like a robot? And Kyle answers specifically, not a robot, a cyborg, cybernetic organism.
This was
Although, to be fair, that's only for the
basically-
T-800.
So basically, it's a reference to the term that should not call Terminators, at least not these ones, robots, cyborgs.
I
That's-
guess it makes sense like that. I mean, remember, some zombie movies and video games, like say House of the Dead, Overkill, purposely do the whole do not call zombies like that. They do not use the Z word, so maybe it's similar to that.
only zombies can use the Z word.
You know.
Alright, to be clear, when Tia said reboot earlier, we mean reboot back to the end of the second.
Yeah.
So here's the weird
So we're
thing.
placed
though.
to reboot.
Okay, soft reboot, I think that's the term.
So here's the weird thing, though. It's like, I mean, okay, yeah, it makes sense not to call the T-800 a robot since that's a cyborg, but weren't earlier models like the T-600s pure robots?
Yeah,
This is-
not
the thing
to
is-
mention
well-
the spiders and the wasps that we are
Well,
constantly fighting.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Jove, Kaori says in the first movie that the 600 series, okay, the T600, used rubber skin rather than realistic skin. It was the T800 that
Which
was the
is-
first one
Well,
too.
yeah.
So maybe they could be passed off as humans in a distance.
Well,
maybe
okay,
I-
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Actually, that's
Sure.
what happened with the introduction to the 600 in this game.
Okay,
Exactly,
okay,
so
okay,
The
there we
well,
previous part.
okay, rubber skin is one thing, but that doesn't make it a cyborg. That just makes it a robot disguised as a human. Like,
Yeah,
to be a
that
cyborg,
too.
you have to have actual organic parts implanted,
There
like
we
the
go.
T-800.
Now we can just run away.
Well, it's the best I've got.
Oh no, don't worry.
It's this game, you know. It tries, and yet even
What's-
when it
what-
tries, it fails.
I get the feeling I'm putting more thought into this than the game is.
What was
really are.
John's right arm cycle? That was
Oh
weird.
god, those
Whee!
explosions are terrible.
Physics, what are those?
Wow, that was easy. Let me just dust myself off.
Speaking of T800, that's a little cutscene. Oh well, that happened.
Wait,
Just
y'all got
another
nothing to
day
say?
for the resistance.
No one's complimenting me on my handiwork.
Which apparently most are dead according to this game story, which doesn't make a lick of sense, but
Well, no,
no!
just repelled, Jova.
Look,
Oh
honey,
yeah, sorry, that happened. My bad.
We should talk about
look,
that
honey,
later.
I have to make ends meet until the John Wick series is a thing, okay? So he's off.
Actually, Keanu Reeves in a Terminator movie, that could be interesting.
John, Blair.
All right, that's
Yeah,
the
the
last
T-
Wow, that
Then-
line.
And now it's time to use the subway train. Yes, we're getting a train turret section.
Hey,
Surprisingly
you were
enough.
saying, Pedro?
That's another question that I actually had that I didn't finish on the previous part. Can someone explain to me what the fuck the T800 is doing in Terminator Dark Fate? Isn't he supposed to be? Didn't he die at the end of Terminator 2?
That's probably another one.
Well, maybe
Or
we'll
maybe
find out
it's
in the
well-
movie.
Or where did it come from then?
Well, I
Well,
think we
again,
have to
maybe
watch
we'll-
the movie
maybe
to
we'll-
figure out.
I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're finally having a new enemy type just exclusive for these running sections. The motorcycle robot enemies from Skynet, if you don't remember them.
Sure.
And you have to defend it using the rocket launcher. The good news is that you have infinite ammunition. The bad news is that the movement of the train and the one of the motorcycle robots, aiming is a fucking bitch. You need to calculate the distance where the rocket will land based on how much you are speeding up and the distance where the enemy is. Trust me, it's harder than it looks.
Now, don't you see, Pedro? I mean, don't you see, Tio? It's like you're playing it in real life. Now you get to experience what it's like to be a
Not
soldier
really,
out
otherwise it
in
would be in
war.
first person.
We'll take what we can get, dang it. God, this game.
If I I don't need this kind of thing in my video game escapism.
Boom, boom, no music whatsoever to help the
Shakalaka.
scene out.
Yeah, and I forgot if I pointed this out earlier, but aside from some specific points, the music is existent, but very low in terms of volume. Like, I don't get why they even bothered.
No, we'll be killed.
So now basically you're stopped for a second, you need to let some refugees enter, and basically you just need to clear the room. It's not under commission because the people you're trying to save are not actually in danger, so you're perfectly fine to just shoot everything that moves.
Hold back the Skynet assault.
The only real danger that you have is that they start shooting at you or something.
Let's get those
But
people aboard.
it's not even that big of an issue.
Get on the train.
Spiders!
Keep them away from the train.
Yes, we get it.
No, you don't say. And here I thought we were supposed to let them on the train.
Here come more machines!
The interesting thing is that, as you may notice, your AI partner in this, which is the one that your co-op partner would use in case, Blair, is actually really competent in this section. She actually knows how to aim properly the rocket launcher.
Move, come on, move.
I sound so concerned.
Take that, robot. Hurry up, let's clear the place
Take
out.
that, robot.
I forgot to mention, but the Barnes voice actor, I think he's a rapper, so it kind of makes sense that he's not too good at voice
Well,
acting.
what common?
I think so.
Yeah,
me check.
well, I've seen John Wick too. I know Common gets better as an actor.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. It also depends on the direction. So
And
Well,
I
he
get
was-
the feeling
well,
the
he was-
direction for
well,
this
he was-
game was pretty bad.
Well, in one film he was being directed by McG, in another he was being directed by one of the stuntmen of The Matrix.
And it's the stuntman who's better at directing.
Yeah, who knew?
Again, what is it with McG? Like, he's really good at TV show directing. I mean, considering how long Supernatural's managed to run under him. So why is he so bad at Well, I guess that making movies are different than TV shows, but
Well, and also,
it's so
and
weird.
also, when it comes to films, he's cursed. You got Bill Murray, Christian Bale, and the cinematographer had a spat on there. Apparently, during the production of Terminator Salvation, people nearly lost their legs or got killed.
really,
Oh god, yeah.
So I wonder if that leads me to think that maybe McG shouldn't direct films for people's safety. Because I mean, one accident in a movie is one thing, but apparently Salvation nearly had multiple accidents.
Yes,
Jesus.
they should do it. Yes, they should stop directing movies for the safety of the actors, like you said, and for the safety of my sanity as well. So please, McG, stop. Thank you.
You know,
Well,
that,
he's been doing mostly TV work now and Netflix.
apparently the movies that he's doing now are Netflix exclusive.
So basically, both just like Zack Snyder, he's going.
And the Wachowskis.
He's on the path to falling into obscurity.
Actually,
Never be heard from again.
And everyone
not
survived
entirely.
this.
He's still good with
I'm not
TV
even
show
kidding.
stuff. But
John
movie-wise,
Connor
yeah.
and Blair were on the back of a train, so we should have died from this, but no, everyone survives perfectly from this crash.
Of course.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's
Not
okay.
a single scratch on us.
Okay, there are plenty of action shows and movies where characters survive car crashes, but train crash is a whole nother story.
Not to
So-
mention, this one was much more apparent, you know. Yeah.
Here's an idea. Why not?
What was that?
Why not just not have a train crash in such a manner if you want to have your characters survive? Like, what's even the point of having a crash like that if there are no casualties whatsoever?
Keeps watch on the city.
But don't worry, Jova, because Warren and his gang now actually have something to do, because the train was to reach a destination that they knew, because now they have dune buggies with the machine guns on top of them.
Lovely.
Where did they got them? Why did they store it here, despite the fact they were trenched down for years in the subway, is everyone's guess.
They probably got them from the set of Mad Max 2.
Possible. Mind you, this section with the dune buggies with the machine guns on top of it is actually one of the more quote-unquote fun in the entire game, mostly because your machine gun is more of like a grenade launcher of sorts. It overheats quickly, but it's much more devastating, so it's a bit more fun shooting targets with it.
Export the school. Escort the school
The only
bus.
major problem. There you go. The only major problem is that the school bus visit an actual legit escort mission with the school bus, which is having Warren and the others, the other refugees, and your buggy moves automatically. It's like a railroad. You're only controlling John Connor and the turret, basically.
So we're having fun in the magical school.
You know what this has me imagining? If this is how kids
What?
get to school nowadays, it's like they have to be escorted for all the gunfire and everything.
Come on, then do something.
Yeah, I love the one thing that I love about in the opening of the Dark Knight is how the Joker uses a school bus to rob the bank,
Yep.
and then we see the school bus leaving the bank.
Along with
Quite
another
humorous.
bit of school buses.
There we go.
Pew,
They're everywhere.
No! I killed the bus driver.
Bus driver? What bus driver?
Yeah, that's the kind of death that Webs likes. The interrupted, the speechness.
Or like the death that came after that.
Looks like the coast is
Where
clear.
they get the answer to a
So-
question they asked. What happened to the rest of the guys?
That's what.
Gotta love how the cutscene faked you out, making you think, oh, it's over, but nope.
More! And we're moving so slowly.
We got more of them, bro. Get rid of
Bro.
Is this better or worse than the section like this?
God, I've never seen.
Retribution?
God, I've never seen so much action in a game be so boring.
I'm gonna say it's better than Ride to Hell Retribution, but Dubes, when we're comparing this to Ride to Hell Retribution,
Right,
we've
so
already
Retribution,
lost.
like I said, as a poor problem is that are more technical in a sense, so that as at least the PS3 version, which I actually played, has a lot of texture popping, very annoying texture popping, and the models still look uglier than this. Not to mention, most of the gameplay is very unbalanced in a sense. Damage dealing and damage receiving seems almost random in the things that you do. This, at the very least, has the minimal competency that you should expect from a video game of this kind of genre. It's not much because everything gets sucked, but I will take that over Ride to Hell Retribution.
Yay, the school bus reached the freeway, guys!
The thing is that it's another fake out, because now you have to do another section escorting the free bus, only then now you have to deal with the motorcycle enemies.
Yay! You know,
Ah.
well, I guess now we're at least moving to a more moderate pace now, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh no, wait, where we go? Actually, no, these motorcycles are actually really fast. Okay, it's much better than the bike scene.
Gun machines behind us. Take them out, Connor.
Well, you somehow have a bike chaser. Fuck.
Yeah, it would help if the buggy actually drove in a straight line. Jesus.
Well, but wait, do these have cameras, eyes?
I think so.
So the fuck? Or maybe they just or maybe Skynet is just a really shitty driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Skynet can't drive.
Or shit.
It failed his. That's why it attacked the Earth. It tried to do his driving test upon boot he got, but it failed, so it brought the whole world in an act in a fit of rage. I mean, it's about hey, that would have been a.
that just exploded. Okay.
Hey, that's how I choose to imagine Terminator 3. If I had all those missiles just because it was pissed that fell in the cup.
What'd you say? I said we're
I know it didn't really happen. Come on, give me something here.
Here we go. Get, Jesus. Yeah, this section is particularly annoying because 9 times out of 10 the bus will get killed. Well, this will destroy it because the machines, the motorcycle robots are so relentless here.
Those that might still.
No.
Game.
Sorry, Dweebs, like, the casting was extremely weird, like I said. Only 2 or 3 actors actually decided to go back to their roles, and they're not exactly the more important ones.
Yeah, US
Although,
the bus.
I'm gonna say, Gideon Emery is, I forgot if I said this already, but Gideon Emery is very miscast as John Connor. He sounds so bored.
Well, at this point in the franchise, he wasn't cast as John
If you
Connor.
change your mind, you're welcome to stay with us.
I don't know.
I appreciate it. But we're going after.
But anyway, Warren is like, no, me and my community want to stay safe, so you can go your way and I will go mine.
Although they did offer us to stay with them, I guess they've gotten over that whole we love the machines to them bit.
They grow, this friendship grows out so fast.
Do we see these guys again?
Maybe.
Then we'll destroy.
Because I don't think they were in the.
The 2 of you? Alone?
No, not alone.
You're never
Thought you
alone.
were coming with us.
I wanted to. I can't live.
Yeah, Angie has a terrible character development, just saying.
Wow, Angie, you flip sides a lot, don't you?
I'm tired of spinning my
And now
She's-
Barnes decides to come with us as well.
It's like okay, it's
You're
not as bad
idiots.
as that scene
All
I
of
watched
you.
in Soul 3D
It's
where there was
suicide.
this
It may be,
where there was this trap
but I'd
with
rather
2
die for a
guys
reason
were
than live without
hacking
one.
over a saw blade.
That is very. Oh,
And she-
sorry,
and she
Dweebs.
keep- and she keeps picking.
Dweebs. Sorry, Barnes. That what you just said about the ideas and everything is very noble. But there's the fact that humanity is on the brink of extinction. So maybe repopulate the species and then start to gain freedom would be a better tactic. Just saying.
Also, I think we may be wrong too. I think isn't Angie the one in the brown leather jacket, not the blue jacket, actually?
No, the brown leather jacket is Blair. Anyway,
Oh God, I get these peons mixed up so much.
So I was saying, this girl, every time one winning, she kept flipping back and forth between them because they were both dating her, and eventually both guys realised, you know what, no, fuck you, bitch, we're just gonna let you die.
Wonderful.
Alright, see you for the next part, where we almost reach up David.
See ya.
See you then.
So yeah.